Hey, you have to go to a Janet Jackson concert. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. You have to go. I went last night. This is the day after, and it was amazing. Her voice is so ethereal, and the stage was so gorgeous. Like, I was in awe, And I don't go out a lot. I have a few reasons why. So this is really rare for me to leave, but to a Janet Jackson concert, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. And you know what? It felt like being at a Michael Jackson concert in a way. They're very similar. They used to say they're like twins, but they're also very different, And like some things that was really striking to me, her outfits, all Tom Brown, who is a fashion designer. I believe he's based out of the UK. Definitely look up his looks because they are amazing. They're kind of like business meets like glamour, and over the top, very dramatic and poetic. And one thing I really love about Janet Jackson was her attitude. She had this like serious attitude that was playful at the same time. She was like kind of making jokes as well, and she just felt like this person who commanded the stage. She definitely commanded the stage, like not even felt like it, but she did. And it was such a study for me as a performance artist, as a singer, because not only does she have this amazing voice that she just keeps and maintains this tonality of it, this ethereal, like, it's like alto, amazing voice, but she also dances and she has a live band. And that reminds me, like, as a musician, if you can do live bands over tracks when you perform, do it every time. It just helps carry your voice, it helps make it better. And the band was amazing as well. Like, the drummer was amazing and the guitarist, and it just had a whole vibe to it. Like, and at first I thought like, oh, I actually couldn't, I felt like I couldn't remember all of her songs. Like when I went to the Janet Jackson concert, I was really excited to see Scream, which when it came on, I literally screamed. I was just like, like my body, like my soul left my body. But the cool thing is that she made so many songs I didn't even realize that she made. And I was like, I was listening to these songs. I was like, oh my God, she made the song. And like, honestly, y'all, it felt like church. It felt like being at church at one point, just singing along and remembering the good times, the good days when I was younger in high school, and driving around with my siblings and my parents, my mom or my dad, and just having a lot of fun. Like, and just like remembering things being simple, like having a lot of hope when I was like in high school, when I was younger, about the future, and these songs being the soundtrack to that. Like, it was a simpler time, and in the 2000s and like the early 2000s and the 2010s. So yeah, it just felt really like nostalgic, which I'm usually totally opposed to nostalgia because I kind of feel like it's like really like pathetic to like always look back in the past at your memories that are gone. Although there can be sweet moments, it's like it's never going to happen again, and it's almost like you don't have a future if you're really nostalgic, like you just have given up. So I'm usually like anti-nostalgia. Like, say what you want in the comments or like tell me what you think about that. But this was one of those things where even though I was like anti-nostalgic, I couldn't help but be, and it felt safe and it felt good. Her dancers were amazing. She had 4 male dancers, the men dancers. I don't like to say male or female because it's like biology, like, and like very boomer. But yeah, so she had these 4 men dancers, and these men were very like attractive young guys, and the dancing was so sexual and like cool, and it felt really cool to see someone who was like liberated sexually. Like, she had a kid, she was married, I think twice, so like she's a grown woman, and it just felt good to see that, and because it can be so like demonized, and I know everyone's afraid of being too sexual or not sexual enough. You don't want to be a prude, but you also don't want to be like not. But she was also very modest. Like, her outfits were amazing because they were like completely covering her. She would wear like these fitted bodysuits. One was like a suit like with a tie, but it was a glistening bodysuit covered in rhinestones. It was so beautiful. my outfit, I got so many compliments. I couldn't eat, like everywhere I went, like at the bar, everywhere I went, people were telling me how gorgeous I look, even before I walked in the building. So I was really feeling myself too. And I hope she noticed me because I was standing so close to the stage and I was like waving. I felt like she pointed at me and I felt like she blew me a kiss. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like this was like one of the best days of maybe of my life, but definitely of this year. This has been a really hard year for me. So yeah, she just had so much love to give. She was so sweet. She was so beautiful. I mean, at certain points, like she's 58, but I would say she looked like she was 42. She kind of reminded me of Gabrielle Union, who I also met and was so beautiful and kind. And like, she just like radiated this power, you know? So I went home and I looked up her astrology sign and she's a Taurus. And a lot of women in the industry are Taurus, like that I look up to. And I think it's because you have to be that tough and strong and push through so many obstacles and boundaries. And also just like really love what you do and be really solid and grounded, you know, as a woman in the music industry, even in the film industry. But yeah, like a lot of my heroes in music who are women are Taurus. I noticed, like I can name them all, but I'm not going to. Okay, so what else was really cool? So the concert was packed. I should put in video and pictures and stuff. Like I really want to be able to do these YouTube videos just like talking and not stress about like adding extra elements to them and editing them. You know, just be a talking head, because then I'll actually do them and they will be fun for me. If I say, oh, I'm going to add all this stuff, like I'll never post it. So I will put it on my TikTok and on my on my TikTok. So I will link that below. So if you want to see like footage and pictures from the concert, how beautiful her outfits were, clips, how huge the crowd was. It was at the Moody Center in Austin, Texas, and it was just packed, you know. At one point she had everyone turn on their phone lights and it just looked like stars. And you know, it was those collective effervescent moments. That's why we go to concerts. So if you don't know, collective effervescence is a sociological term from sociology, that department of study. And it is the idea that whenever you're in a crowd, in a group, you feel the same emotion and feeling that the group feels. So if everyone in the group feels like sad, you're gonna feel sad. But if everyone feels happy and joyous and they all start to feel really like everyone starts to feel really joyous and excited, then you're gonna feel really joyous and excited. So it was like everyone was happy and clapping and excited, and I just felt it. Like I just started to feel like elevated. Like I was so glad to be there. I felt so blessed and lucky, which I really am. I mean, how many people can say they've seen one of the Jackson 5 live in concert? And Janet Jackson's the youngest one, so you know, it's not like it's like, don't walk, run to go buy her ticket, you know, because this is a musical icon, a musical legend, and she's still performing and she's still slaying. Like she slayed, she ate every bite. Like she just was, it wasn't even just her singing. Like she sat down and she sang and her voice was so beautiful and ethereal. It felt like an angel. But it was also her presence on stage, and just seeing her on stage and feeling her presence was like an experience for me. It was like just being in the same room as her, you know? So, and I love that, you know, she's gotten over everything that's happened in her past. She's pushed past it, because so much was taken from her and stolen from her, like with the whole thing that happened, you know, with the Super Bowl, which, you know, Justin Timberlake totally like pushed her under the bus, and I tried to just not help her, and he didn't even get punished, she did. So like it's amazing to see that, you know, I'm so glad to see that she's come back from that. And it shows you can always come back from anything. Like it's a true comeback story, which I love that, you know. I love a rebrand, I love a comeback. Like it's not over till it's over. And you know, don't give up on yourself. So yeah, as a musician, as an artist, I just felt like I really wanted to come in here and talk about like how amazing this concert was. You know, I just went yesterday, and I tell you, if you can see Janet Jackson live in concert, I don't care if you've got to be in the nosebleeds, wherever you are, whatever ticket you can get, go see her, because the experience, the stage was so beautiful. It was so elaborate, and she kept changing outfits and changing stages. Like it felt like even a bigger concert than it was. and a more expensive concert than it was. Like, she gave you everything you paid for, you know, like you will not be disappointed. And if you're a musician or an artist, like definitely, you know, go see her, and also let me know what concert you've seen lately in the comments that inspired you and made you feel how I feel right now, which is just like revved up to make music, to perform, to get on stage again, you know. And like something else I want to add is like all the love she was getting. Like I was like, I love you, Janet, and she was like, I love you, and it was like, it was so cool, like to see that and feel that, and you know that it's true because like a lot of musicians and even like comedians and other people on stage, they talk about like getting love from a crowd is so much better than getting love from like one person or your family or your friends, because it's like it just feels like unconditional. It feels so much more exciting, you know, and you can get love from your crowd and you can get love from your fans if you don't have it with a partner, your friends, or your family. So I just felt like it was like there was so much love in the room, and you know, it was just such a beautiful experience, and it reminded me of why I do what I do and why I love to be on stage, and I love to get love from the crowd, and I love to perform and entertain people and make them laugh and happy and have this collective effervescence. And it was just so cool. So yeah, I just wanted to come over here and do that concert review for Janet Jackson's concert. Like I said, it was amazing. And if you want to see my outfit that everybody kept saying I looked amazing, and you can go on my TikTok and see my outfit. Follow me on Instagram as well. I'm not really that active on here. I'm more active on here, on YouTube, and on TikTok than I am on Instagram. But yeah, I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be releasing some more music and a music video is coming out very soon by the end of this month, a new music video. And I have a new song that I'm releasing right after. And I can't wait to give you the world and give all of you a piece of me. And yeah, okay. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.